Morning, everybody. I just wanted to give you a quick preview of what this week is going to look like. I would prefer that we spend this whole week just shoring up all of the research on the individual Civil War projects and topics that you guys had selected 3 weeks ago before we left for our distance learning experience. So the resources that you're going to need, you've already completed, and to kind of hone in on what it is that I'm looking for, you've got your information based on your topics and essential research. This was the 4 questions that we had talked about. What did you pick? What's it important? Kind of coming up with those basic background pieces, which you've done. You also had an opportunity to learn a little bit more using the document-based question criteria from a quiz that you guys took back 2 weeks ago. You watched the Ken Burns documentary, so that should have given you like a nice visual experience around the Civil War and what that experience was like. And then we moved on to additional data related to more documents and the analysis of maps and charts and graphs and such. And now we're going to kind of tie all of this information back in together using the 5 W's. So you already have your topic that you can see here. And based on the topic that you chose, you're going to start to really dive in this entire week all around answering the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. We will talk about this a lot more on Monday and Wednesday during our class meeting times, but I'm also happy to kind of go over any of this one-on-one with anyone who has some questions. When you think about your why structure, you're going to just basically be thinking about, why does this topic matter? So I know Corey was learning about Clara Barton. Why does Clara Barton matter in the 1860s? And are there any long-term impacts of the work that she did still with us today? And then your how is going to be the research question that you're going to develop and come up with for your ultimate slideshow that you're going to be working on. And you're going to think in terms of, in what ways does your topic influence the history of the US? So how did slavery have an impact on the United States? Or how did the abolition of slavery have an impact? So you have a ton of room here. This whole week is nothing but research and really getting to know your topic. And if I can pull up this piece, the slideshow that you're going to create is a template that I've already kind of pieced together for you. I showed it to you last week in a different video. So if you could, just make sure that you are clear enough on what your topic is and who your person was, or what your battle information is all about. That way we can kind of piece it all together and have a beautiful class presentation. Ideally, I would like to be able to either have recordings of your presentation, so like you could be at home and record your screen kind of like what I'm doing now, or we can give Zoom a shot and each one of you can kind of get into a smaller group. You can decide who you want to invite, including me, and we can just do 3 or 4 at a time to kind of share out our learning, and then we'll post them all together in a common platform. So that's what I have for you for this week. Lots of research, lots of fun, and I'm looking forward to another week of distance learning with you.